Good morning. Pinescript V6 is out, TradingView's latest update to their programming language. Whether you're completely new to indicators and strategies or an experienced Pine master, you'll find something valuable here. Pinescript V6 brings some improvements to make our coding lives easier. We've got dynamic request functions that allow for flexible resolution, strict Boolean logic, and significant performance enhancements, including key evaluation for conditional statements, that makes the whole thing run faster. What does this all mean? It means cleaner code, better performance, and fewer headaches when building strategies and indicators. I'm going to walk you through creating a real-world indicator that tracks divergences between a digital asset and a US stock. For those who don't know, there's a company called MicroStrategy, or Strategy as they're known now, who has purchased tens of billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, creating an interesting relationship between the two assets. I expect these assets to be very correlated, with Bitcoin's price affecting MicroStrategy's stock value, and at times MicroStrategy's purchases can influence the Bitcoin price. What I mean to say is that we'd expect these assets to move relatively in sync, but I want to search for times when they diverge significantly, when Bitcoin is moving one way and MicroStrategy the other. Let's open up Pine Editor at tradingview.com and take a look. So if we open up this bottom panel, we can go into Pine Editor and we can go to this bit here and create new indicator. I'm going to get rid of all of this, and I'm going to call my indicator BTC MSTR divergence. I'm going to get rid of this plot button, and I'm going to add some inputs. So for this, I want 4 inputs. We're going to have a symbol, which is going to be the stock ticker that we're going to lay on top of the Bitcoin chart. So open up here, I've got a Bitcoin daily chart from 2020 over to 2025, so about approximately a 5-year time range that I want to search for. And I want to overlay the MicroStrategy price on top of that and then look for divergences between the prices. So I've got a time frame, which is the daily here, which we've also matched to the daily chart above. And we've got a smoothing factor and a threshold, which we'll get into in a sec. Note that will also give us the settings group as well, which if we go into this simple moving average, you can see we've got length, source, close. So all of these will have a different setting once we deploy the indicator to the chart. It's quite a nice way to do it rather than having a hard-coded variable, because it means we'd have to dive into the code every time we want to tweak something. The next thing we want to do is get the data. So I'm going to get the data for the Bitcoin close, which is from the chart. Then I'm going to use the request security function to get the MicroStrategy price. So we're passing in the MicroStrategy symbol and the time frame that we set in the inputs. We're then going to add some logic to normalize these prices. So we're going to take the lowest, the highest prices, and we're going to smooth them out using the smoothing factor. And then we're going to create a normalization value. So the BTC norm is the BTC minus the low divided by the high minus the low. Then we're going to times that by 2 and times by Bitcoin. The idea here is rather than have a decimal place value, we want to actually overlay this on a Bitcoin price chart so the normalized values are similar. The idea here is rather than have a decimal value, we're going to lay this on top of the Bitcoin chart, and it will show the values at a value which is similar to the price of Bitcoin. So it will actually show up on the chart. You'd have to zoom in to like 0 to 1. We can then go forwards and calculate divergence. So we're going to take the BTC norm minus the MSTR norm. Then we can use maths.abs divergence and see if that is greater than the amount we set in the threshold, which is a value of 30,000. No, that's not a dollar amount, it's just an arbitrary amount, which is based on these calculations here. We're then going to plot that divergence as a thick yellow line on the chart. And I also want to highlight the areas where it's been divergent. So to do this, I can say, is it diverging, which will be a Boolean true false value. Then we're going to set a color to purple if it is divergent. So this is going to set like background vertical bars for the areas of time where it has been diverging significantly. And then finally, for debugging purposes, we're going to add the normalized prices on for Bitcoin and MicroStrategy as well. So we're going to add these values here, just to check that they're doing what we want them to do and they're in kind of a similar range to Bitcoin, so they'll show up nicely on the chart. And then finally, we can save that and let's add it to the chart. I don't actually want this as an individual kind of separate chart here. I want it overlaid on top of the original. So at the top, I'm just going to add in overlay equals true. This is a little bit messy. Let's try changing this to the weekly time frame. It cleans up a little bit. I'm going to take away these. We know that the normalized prices are doing what we want, so we can remove them. Let's save that. And we have our divergence chart. So this thick yellow line is showing a divergence between Bitcoin and MicroStrategy. And then as you can probably just about see in the video, there's some yellow bars here, and here. So the price got really kind of out of line in kind of around that peak in April 2021. And then it started to do it a little bit again recently during this period, and also around September 2024. There could be underlying reasons for that. Correlation is not a sign of causation, but it does seem like the price gets slightly out of line when we have these market peaks in Bitcoin. Pinescript V6 doesn't completely reinvent the language, but it definitely does make development smoother. If you're working with V5 scripts, TradingView offers an upgrade tool to help convert them over to V6. If you're just getting started, now is the perfect time. The language is cleaner and more intuitive than ever. So fire up TradingView, start exploring Pinescript V6, and build indicators that help you search for those elusive little bits of alpha in the market. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button to train the algorithm and subscribe for updates. Thank you for watching.